how we're supposed to love others if we can't even love ourselves. Hey, it's John, and welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this content. Recently, I stumbled upon this term called self-compassion, and it made me think, the more I got into it, about how we're supposed to love others if we can't even love ourselves. And it really made me think about that negative self-talk that we have, about how when we fail, it's not others that are beating us up. It's our own self that's beating us up. When I lose a game, I go, I suck at video games. Even if we're being an optimist or a pessimist, that negative self-talk can really creep up on us. And the way that we look at the world compassionately for ourselves is so important. And self-compassion, as I found, which, by the way, it's by Dr. Christian Neff, amazing person, for the fact that she's just done so much research into this, and thank you to all the other researchers I didn't mention that have brought this together. And from what I've gathered, self-compassion is made up of about 3 parts. Now, there's tips and tricks to really practice it, but I just want to talk generally about what self-compassion is. Number 1, self-compassion is made up of self-kindness. Now, we're just saying self over and over again, but think about that. Self-kindness. Treat yourself as you would treat others. Let me say that again. Treat yourself as you would treat others. We're usually told to treat others as you would want to be treated, which is fine. We're practicing that. We're doing that. But we're not doing that with ourselves. That means if you fail, tell yourself it's okay and be enduring. Your inner voice should be your cheerleader, and just be nice to yourself. It's okay to fail, and it's okay to tell yourself it's okay. The most important part about self-kindness is to love yourself unconditionally. Growing up, we're taught that we're supposed to love our family unconditionally, and we're supposed to love certain people unconditionally, but we're never taught to love ourselves unconditionally. And that's huge. No matter what you do, you will still love yourself. Number 2 is common humanity. Common humanity is simply acknowledging the fact that what you do is embedded in the rest of humanity. That you're not just a single cell working individually. If you work at Fry's and bag groceries, you're embedded in humanity by putting that person's groceries in a bag so they don't have to do it. If you work in behavioral health, you're helping the mental health of kids and teens that can't do that on their own. If you work at McDonald's flipping a burger, you're making someone's day better. You're giving them food and easy access to food that they otherwise wouldn't have. Everyone's part of a bigger picture, and the more we can realize that common humanity, the happier we will be with the spot we're in. Whether you're a personal trainer, a burger flipper, a gardener, or even a custodian who cleans stuff. People wouldn't be able to enjoy their space and that cleansly space without your effort. Another part of common humanity is acknowledging the fact that there's others out there that probably feel just as bad as you do about your given situation. There's 8 billion, and comment if I'm wrong, there's 8 billion people on this planet. There's bound to be someone with a similar situation to you that feels just like you. You're not alone. Number 3, the third part to self-compassion is mindfulness. Being mindful of your thoughts. It's okay to have that negative self-talk. Simply label it and let it move on. You know, if you're playing a video game, or say you just cooked dinner tonight and you tried to make a chicken sandwich similar to Chick-fil-A, and it didn't come out right because the chicken was still raw in the middle and the outside layering of the crispiness that was supposed to be crispy is just fluffing off. This may have happened to me. Let that happen. Let that negative self-talk happen for a second. Yeah, I suck at cooking tonight. Okay, labeled it, negative self-talk. and let it go by. Say bye to it and move on. Either try to make that again or tell yourself it's okay. Have your inner voice be that cheerleader of, you know what, you can do better next time. It's okay to mess up with cooking every once in a while. All of these things are okay. And you're telling yourself that over and over again. Self-compassion is something that I've now become very compassionate about. And I believe that more people need to change how they're thinking inside and how they're talking to themselves. It shouldn't be beating yourself up all the time, because you don't beat your friends up all the time. I know you don't beat your mom up all the time. So talk to yourself and treat yourself how you would treat a lover or a friend. And remember, at the end of the day, no matter what happens, to love yourself unconditionally. Thank you. I appreciate you guys watching my rant today on self-compassion. I'm going to be creating more videos on this, more videos about tips and tricks to get into self-compassion as I explore this world. And also, don't worry, that Learned Optimism book is still being read, and I'm still producing videos and getting ready to give you more content on that as well. Thank you, and don't forget to like and subscribe.